Hello, everybody. Welcome to Purpose Love Podcast, where love meets faith and purpose begins. I am your host, Tiara Nicole, and I'm so excited to be back here on this podcast talking. I'm so excited. It's been a little minute. I had a few other things going on, but we are back and ready in full fledged. Let's jump into it. As you can see from the title, I promise you, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. It's just coming from a place that I've been in for a little minute. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Come sit with me really quickly. What if work is a testing ground or a place for building, not busy? And as I sit back, reflecting on the last 6 months at my current workplace, I am just simply at a place where I can honestly say, this was a place where I am seeing God work. My prayers turn from God, remove me from this frustration, to God, remove them. I'm tired of this. To God, give me boldness to lead your people. To God, soften my heart. To God, what are you teaching and showing me? To God, I see you working. I see you building character and revealing areas of my life where I need you the most. I went from focusing on one problem to thinking I'm the problem to seeing the Holy Spirit help me change my thought process and my perspective. Can I be honest? Lately, leadership, I'm talking about restaurant leadership, that's where I work at currently, has been one of the most hardest places for me to follow Jesus. I don't mean preaching. I don't mean reading my Bible. I mean loving people. When I'm tired of showing grace, when I'm frustrated, correcting people who, while I'm still caring for them, and remembering that everyone who walks through my doors has a story that I may never know. I was assuming everyone came to work ready to work. I soon found that to not even be true on my end. But people, including me, bring grief, divorce, anxiety, financial stress, sick children, depression, and even fear and confidence issues to work. We don't leave those things in the parking lot. And I've been really thinking about that. How do I hold people accountable without hardening my heart? This was a big one for me. How do I lead without becoming controlling? An even bigger one for me to deal with. How do I extend grace without lowering the standards? These are real questions that I had. Even the more, some days I left my work building wondering if I had handled a situation the wrong way. Did I handle it the way Jesus would? I would replay those situations over and over and over out of frustration or sadness, or even when I could have said it in a better way. Those are the conversations that replayed in my head daily. There were some days that I just had to correct somebody while remembering they were still made in the image of God. There were days I had to uphold a standard while extending ever the more grace. Sometimes I was more focused on getting through the shift than seeing the people that God placed in front of me. Honestly, we still have numbers to reach, but we also have people to serve. Over time, I begin to realize God isn't just using this job to provide for me. He's possibly using my team, these people, his people, to reshape me. Patience, understanding, every lesson. Everybody operates at a different pace. Self-control. He was teaching me gentleness. Everyone handles things differently. He was teaching me to listen before speaking. Learned over time. People were caring a lot. Graced. People are going to make mistakes. And sometimes they're still just not going to show up. Humility. That I'm also not perfect and I still requiring working on. And most importantly, boundaries. I cannot be everything for everyone. Respecting my times was a big one that they did not understand. And honestly, boundaries was the one that was pulling me the most. We often ask our Father to change people around us. But what if He's using the people around us to change us? That gives you a lot to think about. In Galatians chapter 5, it talks about the fruit of the Spirit. I've realized you don't know about patience or how much you have until someone tests it. You don't know how gentle you are until someone makes gentleness difficult. You don't know how much you love like Christ until Christ asks you to love someone who isn't easy to love. We've all had those type of people in our lives. How about when love requires you to release something or someone, and that's something that you release them from may very well hurt them? I'm not sharing this because I have everything figured out. I'm sharing because I'm actually learning it. Hence, sit with me. Every other shift is an opportunity to become like Jesus. Not perfect, but even more surrendered than I was yesterday. Leadership isn't about getting results. It's about learning to see people the way Jesus sees them. And that's a lot harder than I could ever imagine. But as time goes on, I'm realizing that God did not just place me in a restaurant leadership so I could manage a restaurant. He placed me there so He could shape my heart. Every difficult conversation teaches me patience. Every misunderstanding teaches me humility. And every opportunity to forgive reminds me of how much I have been forgiven. And I'm just saying, y'all, maybe the people that God placed in front of us aren't interruptions to our purpose. I think they're part of it. And listen, I'm not sure where you are, where you're at in your story, at your workplace, your job. Maybe you're a manager. Maybe you're a shift lead. Maybe you're just an associate, call center, whatever position you may face or hold. Just know that with the help of the Holy Spirit, we are able. We are more than conquerors, and the Lord is always growing us. This is amazing, y'all. God is amazing, and this journey is one like no other, and I'm so thankful. But this is Tiara Nicole with Purpose Love, where love meets faith and purpose begin. Listen, I'm so excited to be back on here. I'm going to have a lot of episodes coming soon to talk. You guys be sure to like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you want to hear more of these. You guys, I'm so excited. But continue to allow God to, work on you. And it may not look like what you want to look like, but I promise you that God is working. So most definitely thank you for being here. If you guys follow any of my shorts on YouTube, I'm doing 30 days of consistency. Be sure to tune into those videos for important tools to help you stay consistent in whatever it is that God has placed into your life for you to do, for you to seek, for you to, whatever it is, just make sure you pay attention and, come see what we got going on over here. Again, this is Tiara Nicole. I'm so happy to be here. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll see you next time.